It cost $1 billion, took almost 10 years to develop and holds the future of the Australian car industry beneath its all-new metal. Say hello to Holden's all-new VE Commodore. Omega, SV6, SSV and Calais. Well, Glenn, even you'd be pretty happy to welcome something that sexy into the family.
Yeah, you're right, mate. It is a beautiful car.
It's an awesome looking car, and thankfully we've got Holden's Lang Lang Proving Ground and a whole day to give it a test out. 4 cars to choose from. What's your weapon of choice?
It's no choice. It has to be the SSV.
That'd be right. 6-litre V8, 270 kilowatts, the biggest, meanest, fastest thing in the Commodore lineup. How did I know you were going to say that? All right, mate, so the only thing we've got to work out now is who's driving first.
Already decided, folks.
That'd be right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commodore SSV.
40, 60, second gear, 80, 90, 100, third gear, 110, 120. That's I don't know, 5.5 seconds. That is seriously quick. We know it's got a great engine, that's a given. How does it handle the power? Taking it through some witches hats here, 20 metres apart, really throwing this car around, and the steering's not loading up like the last one. Hallelujah, Holden. Finally, you've learned how to do a good steering rack. I think a part of that is the throttle. It's really sensitive. I just got to flex my toes, and that engine is just responding to it. Just give me a bit more power, a bit less power. Watch this. I'll put it into a slide. Get a load of that. You know, I could do this all day, but the tyres aren't going to last. So I think my fun has come to an end. All yours, mate.
Thanks for that, very spectacular. Leave any tyres on it, did you? Now, for people who actually want to keep their licences, let's try something a little more realistic. I'm here on Holden's Ride and Handling Loop. It basically represents a real-life road. There's corners, bumps, potholes, even train lines. So we'll get a better feel for how this new Commodore goes. Now, I've only just started, but even when I'm accelerating lightly, that V8 just sounds awesome. It really is a huge improvement. 4 exhaust pipes will do that to you. But the big thing is this new 6-speed automatic transmission. It's smooth. Now, the old 4-speed was a clunker. It really was a hamstring for the old Commodore SS. The new one shifts smoothly, and as well as that, you've got extra ratio, so it also accelerates harder. But I've got to say, the big thing I'm noticing right from the start is just how stiff this body is. It's working brilliantly, even over the bumps, through the corners. It makes the suspension work harder, but also keeps the car comfortable, quiet, and feeling rock solid. Now, the suspension's firm, but you sort of expect that in a sports sedan like this, and it's not overly so, you can get used to it. But the rest of the car really works with you. Through corners, it hangs on, it feels good, it feels stable, it feels like it's going to make it out the other end. And if it doesn't, you've got the electronic stability system. So if I pitch in too fast, you can feel it just individually braking wheels, holding onto the car, keeping you on the blacktop, which is exactly what you want. But if I switch it off, it's a different story. But I'll tell you one thing, I don't want these corners to be too squiggly, because this A-pillar is huge. It just gets in the way of the vision. On flowing roads like this, it's all right, but the tighter corners, not so good. Now, one area that's improved is the brakes. Holden's upped them substantially. There's been a lot of criticism about Commodore brakes. Dirty big V8, not enough to pull them up. This one,
It's a Tobes, mate. What do you reckon?
I am really impressed. It's a pretty impressive machine. I'm just glad I'm not paying for the fuel and tyres.
Yeah, but I'll be prepared to. Given the performance you get out of this engine, it is stunning.
Dynamically, it's just come so far. Commodores used to be pretty good, but this one's just miles ahead. Corners well, feels solid. It's got to be among the best sedans in the world for that.
Just up there?
Just up there.
Mate, I'm prepared to say this is the best sedan in the world for the price.
You're kidding, that's a big call. For the price, maybe. And that's where it gets really impressive, is you're talking 50-something grand, a lot of performance and one of the best cars out there. But mate, enough of your arguing. We've got a track, a full day, someone's paying for the tyres, dive in, let's go.
All right.